window and you see one. It's like, that's yours in town. I'm like, really? Oh.
We're in Bern. What's the street smell like, Alex?
We're feeling the chill. Smells like pretzels and cinnamon and cigarettes and rain.
And rain.
But yeah, every time we pass by one of those pretzel shops, just like, ooh wee, that looks good. And you can smell it. It's enough.
And we're gonna stand here for about 45 minutes until those little bears dance around.
Hello, guten Tag. We're in Bern. We stumbled upon the Einstein house, which was his apartment that he did a bunch of work in while he was in Bern. It sounded like he was still at the patent office and then also started doing his scientific work. My history might be a little mixed up, but he was here for a good amount of time, and this was like where the ideas started of photoelectric effect and theory of relativity, so that's really cool. And it was fun to just be like, oh, this was his apartment that he like was a person in. Really humanizes him. Yeah. And then now, and because we stumbled upon it, we were just walking down this street, and before I was like, hey, when we're in Bern, this is one thing that I would like to do. And then we're walking and we're like, oh my god, there it is. So we just popped right inside, and then we just get to see all the stuff that he would have seen. So like the fountains and the plazas, and like we just walk down this corridor, which like I imagine this was probably here, and then the fountain, and then this opens up into this big beautiful courtyard and the church. And it's like, dude, he probably did all this stuff. He's just grumbling out here with a pipe and a notepad. Probably not even a notepad, knowing him. Yeah. Just like, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
And thinking of my dad, because my dad would have loved this, and I think my dad relates a lot to Einstein. I'm like, man, if only I had time to think.
Right.
So I love that.
Yeah.
Anyway, any other notes on today?
No.
We had a delicious breakfast. You didn't vlog any of that, did you?
No.
Well, you get to see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what else today?
Took a lovely train. There's our friends.
Oh, friends. Hopefully that's getting them. Oh, they're so far away. We gotta zoom in on those cuties. Oh yeah. Look at how cute they are.
That was it.
That was it. 1, 2.
And that clock next to it. I feel like we'll do something.
Did you hear the little rooster? The rooster did his cock-a-doodle-doo.
1 minute till Christmas.
Yep, that was pretty
Color
sweet.
In the presence of all this beauty, one only knows how to do one thing, and that's eat McDonald's. Troops.
Oh, we're sitting up here, overlooking Bern.
just been pounding that whole bottle all
Just
by
been
himself.
pounding that bottle.
Come on.
He's had all of
Drunky.
that.
You're drinking apple juice,
And we
I'm
said,
drinking
please,
water.
please. Yeah, me too. See, I was drinking water, and I'm like, come on, give me more.
Show 'em your
There's
purple
nothing else in there. That's all I've had. My purple wine. My teeth get purple
really
so
do.
easily.
Okay.
And that's a new thing for me.
Maybe that's
It
something
happened
like
as an
you
adult. It is.
Well, because you started drinking wine when you're an adult. It never used to happen to me when I was a kid. I drank wine all the time when I was 8 and nothing
Wait a
happened to my
second.
teeth.
I meant,
Excuse me, is Mark the dentist in?
Mark, I've got a problem. I meant post-college.
Still.
Honestly, a year or two ago. I felt like I didn't get purple teeth until a year or two ago.
Huh.
So I don't know what changed. I stopped going to the dentist.
Yeah, you
That'll do
gotta,
it.
you have to go to the dentist.
I know. I'm gonna go.
When was the last
I
time?
won't. Before the pandemic.
And we have a nice new place next to our house that I've been
Oh,
to
yeah.
that I've been to twice now
Oh.
and recommended to her both times. And they are so excited to meet you.
They're so
They really are.
Aw.
They're like, we gotta meet your wife.
Well, I'll go.
Right now.
Tell us about that guy,
Can you
huh?
tell us about that guy?
What guy?
The guy who loved talking to you.
Oh.
People love
So
talking
many.
to Jeff.
They
There's
love
so many
talking to
guys
Jeff.
without talking to you.
It's true.
It's true.
And growth.
And girls.
That girl at the liquor store.
What?
You were making
That girl.
conversation.
Who else?
Anyways.
We just met a guy at a store, and he was. It's hard to know what you're going to do in a place you've never been, especially when you're hopping towns.
That's so true.
You can't just look it up and get like, yeah, you Google and yell for fun, but you can't really get the idea because like we were talking to this guy, and he's just asking us where we were from, what we were doing, and where we'd been here in Bern. And we're like, oh yeah, we were gonna go to the botanical gardens. He's like, no, don't go to the botanical gardens. That's just for smoking. He's like, go to the Rosengarten, and then you see this.
Yeah. So, hot tip.
Great suggestion.
Just talk
Listen to the
locals.
guys.
Yeah. Locals.
And because they know what's up.
It's true. Our big lesson from Switzerland is boys will be boys and do what the boys say.
Yes.
Because the boys are sweeties
Yes.
when they're Swiss boys.
Yes. Swiss boys.
Swiss boys.
Boys will be Swiss boys.
Boys will be Swiss boys. Swiss boys will be Swiss boys. And I'm gonna do whatever they say. They're sweet. And they send you here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
And to sunsets in Montreux.
Yes.
I know, exactly.
Under the cherry
Exactement.
blossom trees.
Yeah.
You to be there just
And
because
what do
they
you
were there.
and what do you know? The boys in Bern sent us to the cherry blossom trees. Those boys love their cherry blossoms.
That's it. We're in a simulation.
Andy talked about Montreux.
You
Yeah.
did?
He's like, oh, Montreux. And we were like, we got to see the sunset in Montreux. It's like he was, we were playing a game. And he'd be like, oh, have you seen this? And we're like, oh, yes, we did see the Einstein house. And then he's like, oh, well, did you see the bears? And we go, we did not see the bears. Oh, and then what was the artists? I can't remember either of them. Skunk.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful dog real quick. Brindle. I was like, I love that texture.
And like
Peeing.
Mito
Peeing.
Dito.
Me too.
Ditto
Beth,
Mito.
I know, Dido.
Dito.
Beth
Beth Dito?
Beth Dito.
Anyway, if anyone knows Beth Dito or
Skunk.
and he could not say skunk. So when he spelled it out, I was like, you've been saying skunk?
You've been saying skunk?
Skankamaloo.
It's
Skankamaloo.
like Amarillo or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Skankamaloo.
They play it. They have this summer. I think it's a summer festival thing.
Okay, we're coming back.
At this, I don't know. A lot of bands and musicians play at these different venues, and then he says, like 2-3 years later, they're all super famous.
Yeah.
Wow.
No way. Did you
Yeah.
see that Handel's Messiah is here right now?
No.
Or coming here?
How to get there.
This is how to get there.
That's how to get where he was talking about.
Gutenbahn.
And look at this.
Take the number 9.
Goldenbahn.
Gorgeous.
We just got that.
Did he just give you that for free?
Wow.
I love that. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a piece of paper.
It blows away and into the river. Blows down this hill.
Lovely designed, responsibly sourced, ethically made, self-handmade, not siege. Wow. Scout.
Yeah, he was awesome. Loved him.
Very cool.
Wish I would have asked his name. That's what I wanted to ask, and then we started talking about other stuff. And like I was telling Katie, when they are done talking, they are done talking.
That's a wonderful
see you
trait.
later. And I'm like, oh, thank you. This is how refreshing.
That does feel like a positive trait, because I'll definitely stay just forever.
Well, and even Jiff and I are like smiling and nodding because we're like, we're too. Oh, you want to talk to us? We'll stay here.
Of course.
As long as you want. And you
There's
can tell
something about
he's
you
like,
guys.
All right.
I'm done.
Nobody's trying to talk to me naturally. The guy who worked at that store that wasn't that guy made fun of me for saying just.
No, he liked it.
Did he like
wasn't
it?
making fun of you.
Okay.
She's like, I'll just have this. And he's like,
Yeah. I was like, just this. Yeah. Yeah. It's just one thing. It was just scrunchies.
He was laughing at us.
Yeah.
We
He
were
went. He went. Just. I was like, oh.
Like word?
That's what I was wondering. I was like, is that a? I was like, that either means something else in German, or he's laughing that I said just
I
this.
felt like it was just because you went up and you were like, just this.
Which is what I do at every store I go
Yeah.
into. I apologize for being
A
there.
handful of, or an armful of clothes.
So sorry
just
for
these.
buying.
Just these. That's what I
I'll
do.
just spend $400. Just
I
this.
know. I realize I guess I could be in it. I guess I
Well,
don't care
in the
anymore.
sake of saying bye when you're all done, choose.
Toodaloo.